Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and this is Centurion, and today we've got my top 10 indie and niche frags for the springtime. So I don't know many niche frags. I've got a handful, probably 10, 15 at the most. So I haven't got a plethora of frags to choose from when it comes to top 10 lists. But I've got quite a few indie frags and I think they mix quite well together. You can get all sorts of price ranges. People always look at niche and think it's expensive, but you can pick up cheap niche and you can pick up indie, independent houses. Their fragrance is quite cheap as well. So I've done a top 10 list for the springtime, fragrances that suit that time, and this is it. So at number 10, and from a house called Avenoir Perfumery, which is an independent house, and I've picked Prerogative. This is gorgeous for this time of year. It's got some leather in there, not strong leather. It's got some brown sugar, some vanilla, patchouli, some black pepper. Now I get a ginger beer feel from this, and there's no ginger listed in it, but I absolutely love the way it smells. It's amazing. And there's, I think Avenoir, I think they've got 4, maybe 5 fragrances. I need to pick up the others that they've got. I think there's one which I don't particularly like, but the others that I've smelled when I had the sample pack are great. So I definitely need to pick those up at some point. But my number 10 for spring is Prerogative by Avenoir Perfumery. On to my number 9, and this could be one that could be wore in the summer as well. And it's from Gallivant, and it's Brooklyn. Now this has got a real fizzy pop to it. It's got fizzy citruses in there. It's got some vanilla, some orris, some amber, and it works great for this time of the year. It really does. It's quite vibrant fragrance, great for the summer as well. So number 9, another independent house, and it's Brooklyn by Gallivant. So on to my number 8. And this is a house, an independent house that is making great waves in the community at the moment. It's a barbershop, but they produce fragrances, and it's a place called Hudsons. Now, the names of the fragrances aren't very imaginative, and I think it's probably the only thing that lets them down and turns some people off. And it's Hudsons. And the fragrance I've got picked for number 8 is their 001. You see that? I'm in trouble with this one. There you go. So this is iris. It's got violet in there, orchid, oud, there's some sandalwood, some labdanum, patchouli, oak moss. It's got a bit of an oriental feel to it, but iris is the main player in this, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's fab for this time of year. And I know they've got an 02 and 03, which I own the 15ml bottles of as well. But they've just released a 004, and there's a 5 and a 6 in the pipeline. Now you can normally pick these 15mls up for about £18–19, which I think is great value. And if you've got a big collection, then picking up the small 15ml bottles is ideal, because I don't tend to get through these anyway. So on to my number 7, and this is the first niche fragrance, and it's by Mancera, and it's Cedra Boisé. This I've had quite a while. It gets a lot of similarities with Aventus, but I do think it's very different to Aventus. It's got a fruity, woody feel to it, which you get with Aventus. But then there's some leather and spices in this, in the dry down, which make this a different sort of frag in my opinion. It does have quite a few notes which are the same. Things like blackcurrant, which you pick up with Aventus, and some of the fruits, the bergamot, etc. But I really enjoy this and I think it's great, and that's my number 7 Cedrat Boise by Mancera. Right, on to my number 6, and this is another independent house, a brand new house called Centurion Fragrance, and the fragrance in question is Legio X. This is fab. This is tomato leaf, it's minty, it's got lemon and lime, some apple, it's got herbs in there, there's some vetiver, some leather, some musk, some sandalwood. It's a very green, fresh fragrance, another one that's ideal for this time of year, but it's also very good for the summer too. I'm going to really enjoy wearing this over the next few months. So number 6, Legio X by Centurion Fragrance. So on to my number 5, and this is from Byron Parfums. Now this is an older bottle, but I know they've updated this bottle since, and this is Moula Moula. So this is one of the original bottles, so the original formulations. So this is a creamy, gourmand and fruity frag. You got caramel, peach, some red fruit, some vanilla in there, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one that's very unisex, could work for both sexes. I think the wife enjoys this as well, so I love it, and that is my number 5, Moula Moula from Byron Parfums. So on to my number 4, and this is another independent house called Norton and Wilson, and it's Gravitas Pour Homme. Absolutely gorgeous bottle and an amazing frag too. It's lavender, patchouli, there's oak moss in there. It's got a bright opening with the orange and lemon, but the difference with this compared to a lot of other fougères that you get out there is the dry down with the vanilla and the spices and the sandalwood. It's very creamy, very nice, very enjoyable, and it's another house that have got a new frag coming out soon. I've just pre-ordered mine, which is Bon Vivre, so I'm looking forward to trying that one. But this is fab, absolutely love it. Gravitas Pour Homme, it's my number 4 spot. So on to my number 3, and this is another fab fragrance, and it's from Zaharov, and it's the Signature Royale. Another fab looking bottle. So this has got like a suede note in it, which is gorgeous. It's like a really soft leather. It's woody, it's got spices, there's vanilla, there's a touch of lavender, bit of patchouli, but then it's got like a really musky feel to it, and a base of amber, which is absolutely lovely. Great for this time of year. It's not too summery, it's not too wintry, it's perfect for the springtime, and that's Zaharov Signature Royale. Versions of it which I really enjoyed, and I thought I need to get the original, and I spoke to Marcus from PDM UK on Instagram, who can pick these up quite cheap, so I got an amazing deal off him. Go and check him out, he's got some really good deals. So this is spicy apple, it's sweet, there's lavender in there, but there's some spices as well. There's a really nice patchouli note in it, there's some woods, and there's some really nice florals in there as well. I was surprised by this, I really enjoy it, and it's perfect for this time of year. So it's number 2, Leighton by Parfums de Marly. So on to my number 1, and this isn't going to be for everybody, but I absolutely love it, and it's by G.O.F. Trumper, and it's Euchris, and it's the EDP. There is an EDT which I've tried, and I love the EDP version. So this is very mossy. Think of dark green fragrance, great for a rainy day, especially in spring. I mean, we've just hit May here and it's just been non-stop rain, and this is perfect for it. It's mossy, it's got blackcurrant in there, it's got a few spices like cumin in there, it's got sandalwood, some musk, lily of the valley, jasmine, coriander. It is a brilliant dark green fragrance. It's not going to be for everybody, but I'm in love with this at the moment. Absolutely love it. And that is my number one, Oudist EDP by GOF Trumper. And you can pick that up quite cheap as well. I think you're talking £55 for a 50ml. That's not bad at all. So that is my niche and indie list for springtime. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what would have been your picks. Let me know what you think of these fragrances that I've chosen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Stay fragrant, not vagrant.